Alright guys, welcome back. So in the last video we stopped at font family, and then I said the font family you can pretty much specify just one value, and that's fine. But the problem with that is sometimes the the value you specify may not be available on the browser that the user is accessing your website with. So it's usually advisable to specify a font stack. That's what it's called. A group of fonts. Some you can also call it fallback fonts. Basically, what that is saying is you specify multiple values so that if the first is not available, you can use the next and the next and the next, and just like that. So for instance, if I specify um, this, okay, so this is a whole lot of values, right? And then what it's saying is this is not available, use this. If it's not available, use this, and just like that. And then you can see that at the end there is this generic font, right? There's this generic font that um, I mean the default that is one of the default fonts of most operating systems. So if any of these other fonts are not available, you can actually fall back to one of those generic fonts. So that's why usually you specify multiple values for the font family. Okay, now there are a little bit more advanced techniques for managing fonts that involves installing fonts, right? We have custom fonts that you can install on your project and use it. So things like Google Fonts. So it's possible that you can install Google Fonts on your system, and when your website loads, it reaches out to Google Server and then gets those fonts and applies it on your website. But that is a little bit more advanced and beyond the scope of this lesson. So maybe in the future I can do another video to show you how you can add things like Google Fonts, and to have um, a lot of to give you a lot of flexibility in selecting fonts for your project. Okay, so that's that about font family. So we've talked about font size, we've talked about font weight, we've talked about font family. Okay, so next we're going to talk about text. We're going to talk about text properties. Okay, so as far as text properties go, we are basically talking about um, you know what? Let me use my robot. So okay, still fine. Um, I'm gonna have to take this. I'm gonna have to make this the first one. Um, okay, I'm not sure if that changed anything, but uh, I get rid of all of these guys. Okay, actually get rid of this guy. Okay, so yeah, I think I can work with this. Okay, so in the next video we're gonna start talking about font, about text properties. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video.